This is APN, the Daily English News Broadcasting Service, brought to you by Arakan Press Network today, Saturday, 27th of May 2017. From me, your Daily English News host, Mr. Sajid Jalal, reading with you in Islamic reading. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Headlines from the APN by the help of DVV. Command Muslims struggle to feed in. Local CSOS pressure government to cooperate on UN fact-finding mission. Ready to talk, TNLA says of ending conflict with RCSS. Interview Swedish Human Rights Ambassador Annika Ben David. State Councillor to meet Wallet Coalition of Ethnic Armed Groups, and Kaying IDPs voice fears of returning home. The details are as follows. After retiring from the army in October 2011, Saong returned to his family home in Arakan State, Surambri Township. He was 73 at that time, but the idyll of his golden years was short-lived. 1 year after coming back, his home was burned to the ground amid communal violence between Arakanese Buddhists and Muslims in Surambri, part of a wave of clashes that swept the state and left hundreds dead in separate incidents during 2012. He and his family were sent to a refugee camp where they lived for 4 years. Although there were some members of the army, police, and administrative bodies there, no one tried to stop the fire, Saong recalled during a press conference at the Royal Rose restaurant in Yangon in late April. Saong is among the only ethnic group of Muslims recognized by the Burmese government. Before 2012, the command food number in the tens of thousands enjoyed considerably more rights than the Rohingya, a persecuted Muslim minority of about 1 million people who were stripped of their citizenship in 1982 and deemed newcomers from Bangladesh. Nearly 60 Burma-based civil society organizations on Thursday called on the government to fully cooperate with the UN fact-finding mission tasked with looking into allegations of grave human rights violation in Arakan State and elsewhere in the country. The fact-finding mission was established via a UN Human Rights Council resolution passed in March. The National League for Democracy administration has indicated that it doesn't approve of the international proof, however, calling it an encroachment on the country's sovereignty. The 59 CSO signatories believe that the NLD government desires to establish a rule of law culture during our transition to democracy, maintaining that no one is above the law regardless of rank or position. The government's full support for this fact-finding mission is an opportunity to demonstrate its commitment to rule of law, their statement reads. As hundreds of delegates gather in Navido this week for a high-level peace summit, a spokesman for the Tang National Liberation Army (TNLA) has said his people are ready to hold talk aimed at ending their ongoing conflict with the Restoration Council of Shan State (RCSS). The focus of the 21st Century Panglong Conference is Burma's decades-long bilateral conflict, pitting the Tamil against several ethnic armed groups in their respective territories, but the TNLA and RCSS, both attending the conference, have been engaged in clashes that could be described as ethnic minority population of ethnic Tang or Palong and Shang cohabit in part of northern Shan State, and this a sporadic but simmering conflict has for more than a year strained any sense of ethnic unity in the face of the powerful Burma army. This week, Maung Ekjaw, the TNLA's chief information officer, said his side was prepared to come to the negotiating table to resolve the two sides' differences, which appear largely to be concerned with territorial dispute. State Councillor Aung San Suu Kyi will meet with 7 allied ethnic armed groups that are not signatory to the nationwide ceasefire agreement (NCA) on the sidelines of the ongoing 21st Century Penglong Conference in the capital on Friday, a government official has confirmed. The announcements came after Government Peace Commission Chair Dr. Tim Mew Wing characterized a closed-door meeting Thursday with the ethnic bloc at the Horizon Hotel in Nebido as a social event and trust-building exercise. The 7-member coalition, informally led by the United States Army, also counts among its ranks the Shan State Army, North Kachin Independence Army, Tang National Liberation Army, National Democratic Alliance Army, Arakan Army, and Myanmar National Democratic Alliance Army. The groups, which has dubbed itself the Federal Political Negotiation and Consultative Committee, gave warning in April that they would reject the negotiating framework of the NCA and instead follow a war-initiated path to peace. Sweden's ambassador at large for human rights, Annika van David, has been in Burma this week on her first official visit to the country. On Monday, she visited the VV studio Yangon, where she spoke with Kimberly Phillips about a range of human rights challenges facing Burma amid its ongoing democratic transition, for concerns about press freedom and women's role in the peace process, to the still unfolding conflict and humanitarian crisis in the country's border region. Internally displaced person IDPs at a camp in Papua Kaying State have staged a demonstration to call for the withdrawal of Burmese military forces from the area, as well as a campaign to clear landmines. The protesting IDPs, the vast majority of whom were ethnic Kaying, marched around Tuta camp to voice their demand and said that they are unwilling to return to their home villages until these steps are taken. Tuta IDP camp has a current population of around 3,000 and has been notified recently that its mostly refugee nations will soon be cut. Rations from international aid groups will be cut by September of this year, said IDP Nota Ni. This is a serious concern for us and there is nothing we can do about it. That's why we are protesting. She said that although some IDPs have undertaken preparation to return to their areas of origin, most remain anxious about a lack of infrastructure and livelihood, plus they fear an increased military presence in those areas. So this is now for today from APN English News Service. Thank you for watching our opinions. Please stay tuned for more updates. They're still to come up next, as every day as usual, by the help of different news agencies from around the world. Thank you and Assalamu alaikum again. Bye bye. See you for the cause of the nation. If you like our APN, please like and subscribe right through the YouTube as APN. And for further more information, please visit our website as www.arkanpressnetwork.com.